So what is going on, guys? NanoBits93 here with another video, and this is going to be a little bit of a different one. I wanted to try out this new format. Today I'm actually going to do my first iPadOS 14 beta, follow-up review. So usually I just do my what's new whenever a new beta comes out, but I do want to give you guys follow-ups, especially now that we're getting into kind of the deeper betas where the differences are going to be a lot smaller, but it's going to be all back-end system differences. And I just want to give you guys my follow-up experience with that software. So there's been a couple of things that I noticed, and before we actually get started on that, I do want to mention, so beta 5. So normally with the first 4 betas, Apple usually goes on a 2-week schedule with those betas, and that's what we've noticed. Pretty much every other Tuesday since the WWDC announcement, we've gotten a new beta, and today we didn't. So normally on the 5th beta, it's on a week-by-week basis, and we didn't get it. So we're either going to get it tomorrow, or if we don't get it tomorrow, I do believe it won't release until the following Tuesday. So just a heads up for beta 5. But there's a couple of things that I did notice which kind of irked me a little bit, and I wanted to know if you guys have noticed the same differences. So I've actually gotten a decent amount of connectivity issues with my AirPods with the iPadOS 14 beta 4. They aren't insane, it's not frustrating me to the point where I'm not using the AirPods. It just requires a couple of, I have to toggle the Bluetooth off and on, so I have to go in here, toggle Bluetooth off, and then do that a couple times for it to finally recognize, and then I also have to sometimes disconnect it from my iPhone for it to really recognize itself. So AirPod connectivity issues have been something that I've been dealing with, and then also AirDrop, which is something that's frustrating me, especially because I rely on AirDrop a ton. So the way I record these videos is I record on an iPhone, then AirDrop that footage because it stays in the same exact file format. It doesn't, compress the file or anything, and it moves it to the iPad. But when AirDrop isn't working and I have to reset everything, it slows down my process, and that's why I've been sticking to this iPhone and iPad only setup for the YouTube channel. So that's one big thing that's been irking me. And then one last thing, which is something that I've been giving Apple a pass on a lot lately, especially since the Magic Keyboard released, was battery drainage. So yes, I know that the Magic Keyboard has been draining the iPad Pro battery for a while now. And yes, that's expected because it has to power a whole other device essentially, right? It's not just like the Smart Folio keyboard. But now iPadOS 14 Beta 4, I edited a video that took me about an hour and a half to make, maybe 2 hours, and my battery went from 90 to 37, which isn't normal. Normally it takes maybe 30% of my battery, 35, if it takes me a long time. But I went from 90% battery to 37% battery in a span of like an hour and a half, which is something that I'm not a fan of. So hopefully that's something that gets fixed. Again, battery has been a little bit of an issue, not a huge issue, just because I'm at home all the time, it's always charging, but I did run that little test just to see if it really is a large issue. And you can see in this graph that it does dip pretty low pretty quickly. And then one cool thing that I did notice, actually giving this credit to Zolotech, apparently Apple put in this new security patch, a privacy patch, where every time there's 2FA involved, so multi-factor authentication, you usually get a 6-digit code sent to your iPhone, and then it automatically gets put into the 6-digit code window, right? And normally all you have to do is press that one button, but now there's like a secondary check that gets sent to apple.com, which verifies that second code before it gets sent to you, before you actually input it. So that's a nice little additional privacy feature that Apple's always looking out for. But that's pretty much going to do it for the follow-up. Overall, it's just been battery drain issues, connectivity issues, functionality. I haven't had to restart it too many times, and like I said, I have my normal weather back. I can scroll down, the edit button's there. I have my third-party widgets again, which are nice, that I can control and edit those, so that's back to normal. And overall, it's not hindering my workflow a ton, but it is something that I have to worry about a little bit. So that's pretty much going to do it for this video, guys. So if you guys enjoyed this layout, let me know. I'm definitely going to use this in the future, so definitely stay tuned. I'm going to be doing an awesome comparison series on iPadOS and macOS, and definitely stay tuned for that. But that's gonna do it for this video. If you guys enjoyed the follow-up to the betas, I definitely enjoyed making them, so let me know if you guys want to see more of them. But until next time, guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe,